Hello, boys and girls, and those who bounce in between. It's Dankey Kang here. I am opening my check from the big banks and big corporations right about now. I have gotten a gig recently as being a professional shill for the mainstream media and for the Democratic establishment. And so I'm here to poo poo all over Jimmy Dore. So let's watch.
That it's actually they're look. So Andrew Gillum, they're putting the screws to him. This is how they squeeze the progressives, and then they say you got to go campaign with Hillary Clinton. This helps Hillary Clinton. This is
It doesn't help Gillum.
I
for
swear to
sure.
God. So here's my theory. Now this might sound crazy, but here it is.
Yeah, we talked about this.
All right, here
So
we
you
go,
know how
Jimmy.
Tim Canova got screwed over
Let's hear his big brain theory.
in the primary. He might have won it, maybe, probably.
No, he definitely won
the
it. They
primary
cheated him.
against Debbie Wasserman Schultz. And then when he wanted the ballots recounted, they destroyed them. He went to a judge. Judge said, but then he found out, even after the judge agreed with him, that it was illegal. He thought that the head of elections would do something. Turns out the head of elections didn't do anything to the people who destroyed the ballots. And so what that means is that they're going to cheat him again, and there'll be no repercussions because the people who run the elections have the same donors as Debbie Wasserman Schultz, as the Republican opponents, as the Republican governor, so they all have the same donors. So they want to screw Tim Canova. They're together, so they don't care if Debbie Wasserman Schultz cheated Tim Canova. They want Debbie Wasserman Schultz there, the donors. Do you get that? So what I think is
I'll be honest, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know what the fuck he's even talking about. I don't remember any of this. Like I said, I don't really hang out in in circles traditionally considered progressive. I more of a Marxist, more of a hardcore Marxist Leninist. I don't really peddle in what the mainstream has to say, or not even necessarily what social democrats have to say. But that being said, when I do, it's usually somebody like Progressive Voice or Sam Cedar or Michael Brooks or something like that. So I think I'll skip this one. Let's just go to a next little conspiracy.
is her unfavorability. It's unchanged from last November, a record low 36%. That's from October 1st. That's Gallup News. Hillary Clinton's favorability in the U.S. adults is unchanged from last November, record low 36. So to me, this is the Democratic Party trying to undermine, just like he said before, they were undermining Bernie's. I think they're undermining Andrew Gillum's campaign, and this is how they're doing it. They're making him campaign with the most unpopular person in the history of unpopularity.
So I think his conspiracy is that like the Democratic establishment is like strong arming Andrew Gillum and forcing him to campaign with Hillary, even though she'll fucking lose, and take Andrew Gillum with her as this sort of strategy that the Democratic establishment uses to ensure that progressives don't get into power. I have to ask Jimmy Dore, what the fuck level do you think 4D chess? Uh, what level do you think they're operating on, dude? Like, you think the Democratic establishment are some kind of masterminds? They're stupid. They live in their little Washington bubble. They don't know what the fuck is going on, dude. They don't have this big scheme to like shackle progressives to Hillary Clinton because they secretly know Clinton's gonna lose and take the fucking progressive candidates down with her. That's the dumbest idea I've ever heard. Why the fuck would Democrats and Democratic donors pour millions of dollars into Hillary Clinton's campaign if they had any reasonable suspicion that she was gonna fucking fail? All right? It's Jesus Christ, Jimmy.
Who lost to Donald Trump, and then making him be seen with these people. That's also going to screw him. Look how unpopular she is with her own people.
She's the fucking DNC chair. Of course he's gonna have to fucking get pictures taken with her. What does Jimmy Dore think Andrew Gillum would accomplish by snubbing somebody like Hillary Clinton or snubbing somebody like Debbie Wasserman Schultz. He would get sidelined, marginalized, and he would be a fucking pariah. Newsflash to Jimmy Dore. It's called playing the political game. You have to kiss ass. It's disgusting. It's a symptom of this uh, crazy capitalist system that we live in. But, that's the way the game is played, Jimmy. You have to kiss ass and suck up to the establishment in order to secure any real progressive gains that you might want to get through. And that's the thing about Jimmy Dore. He's either everything or nothing. He's a fucking idiot. He thinks we either have to have like this giant progressive revolution here and now, or we just can't have it at all. And if you try to kiss up in any way whatsoever to the establishment or work within the parameters of the party you're in, the political dynamic you're in, well then uh you're just a shill. You're according to Jimmy Dore, you're just a fucking shill for the establishment. And we shouldn't vote for you. We shouldn't vote for somebody like Alexandria Cortez, even though she's a congresswoman, even though she's trying to pass progressive agendas, because theoretically she cooperates with the Democratic establishment. And to that I say, what the fuck is she supposed to do? Like, start a third party and fucking lose? Big brain Jimmy Dore with his big brained ideas. If he was at the lead of the leftist movement, he would run it into the fucking ground. This guy is like a pilot that doesn't know how to fly a plane, and he's lecturing everybody on how to fly the fucking plane. He doesn't fucking know how it's done, ladies and gentlemen. He's got a child's conception of the way our political system works. And hell, I have real scathing criticisms of electoral politics. I think electoral politics is like 90% bullshit. But I think that 10% that we could maybe vote in, namely people like AOC, could maybe, and just maybe, pass legislation that lifts the burden on the working class in this country, if even just a little bit. And if casting my ballot in a voting box can help make lives of working class people better, then I'll do it. I think any leftist should feel obligated to do so. The fact that there's this sort of pessimism about, well, I'm not going to vote Democrat because they fucking threw Bernie under the bus. Well, it's like, yeah, what did you fucking expect? They're capitalists. They're not even tolerant of social democracy. But at least Bernie shifted the Overton window left, because look at this current cycle. It's much more progressive. People like fucking what's his name? Joe Biden, they're unpopular as fuck. Nobody wants them, despite what CNN says with their biased ass polls.
So that's my theory. That's how the Democratic Party is undermining a progressive candidate like Andrew Gillum.
Well, his theory is fucking retarded. He's basically implying like the Democratic Party knows they're gonna fucking lose, but they just do it anyway. To what? To sink their own fucking ship? You don't think the Democrats want to win and take power so that they can, pass more legislation for the lobbyists that fucking pay them checks? Come on, Jimmy. Grow a fucking brain inside that head of yours. I know you have plenty of room in there for it.
I actually don't think that's a crazy theory at all. I mean, it's almost like what they did right after the election with Bernie Sanders when they realized that he was still ridiculously popular. So what do?
The Democratic Party fucking panicked and threw Bernie under the bus, but that doesn't mean that like there's this grand fucking conspiracy. They were confident that Hillary would win because Trump was just such a fucking chode. But guess what? America, a big portion of this country consists of chuds and chodes, and they vote for Trump. So, congratulations, I fucking hate the Democratic Party. They're pathetic and weak and useless. But hell, at least now we have at least some progressives pushing back. Jimmy Dore sees those progressives. What little ones do seize power, like AOC, and he fucking shits on them. Like, some help you are, Jimmy Dore, you fucking traitor.
You take really controversial issues, especially issues that Bernie is kind of, I won't say iffy on, but he's kind of he takes the intelligence community's opinion.
I know he's a progressive, but he's coming off like such a Trotskyist right now. It's like, man, I'm getting some Trotsky vibes from Jimmy Dore.
Because that's what older style politicians have always done. And so they throw him in front of a camera, and that's the only time he's allowed to talk. And then they have like what he'll
All
say
right,
is
all
Andrew
right.
Odell win back. I think that Martin his
Skipping Nico
The
House.
simple fact that Jimmy Dore has a fetish for conspiracy theories. And I don't know why that is. It's really weird, but this one is a really dumb one that I really don't understand even in the slightest.
All right.
So Jimmy's theory here is that the reason for Demon Wasserman Schultz and Hillary Clinton and Cory Booker campaigning with Andrew Gillum is not because they believe that.
Oh yeah, he's just explaining what I have already explained. Let's check out this one here. This seems pretty good.
Connected. So apparently this guy thinks that he thought he was a doctor of some sort or something like that. I don't know what was wrong with this guy.
So we all saw Hillary Clinton almost pass out when she was going into the van, and they first said she was over.
I think this is the one where he really goes all into the Hillary Clinton Parkinson conspiracy theory. I mean, he puts all of his cards on that table, and it's cringy as fuck to watch because, hey dipshit, she doesn't have Parkinson's. You're just being a reactionary conspiracy theorist, just like Alex fucking Jones. Congratulations.
Overheated, and then they said
Real
she was
big
fine.
brain
And they
boy.
said, oh no, she got pneumonia. And then they said she was fine, and they said no, she's going to cancel her California trip. So there's been a lot of conflicting stories. So they lied about it. And I don't know if you saw the video. There's a video on this channel of.
There's a lot of conflicting stories, so they lied about it. Like, okay, you can't. If you're talking about something that literally just happened, of course there's going to be conflicting stories. Like, it takes a while for the fucking facts to get ironed out, dude.
Her falling, she didn't fall like you would fall if you were fainting. She fell like you would fall if you're having a
drunk.
Like.
Sorry, dude. That's what I saw when I saw it.
I saw what was wrong. Like if.
Does he think like she's being drugged or something? Does he think she's like? I don't fucking know. Where is he trying to go with this?
You faint. Usually your head goes, but her head didn't go. She
This
was
is some
stiff.
Alex
looked
Jones
like a
shit
neurological
right
thing,
here.
like her, like she had a spasm or a thing, because like she was like this, so she was like jerky, like someone with.
Are you a doctor?
I am not a doctor, but that's not how people faint. And you know why I'm allowed to? I give myself permission to speculate because they lied. So once they lie about it, now we all.
They didn't lie. There's just conflicting accounts because it's a breaking fucking story, and it takes a while for the facts to get ironed out. Jesus fuck, Jimmy Dore, can you really be this stupid, or are you just deliberately being a chode right now? I can't really tell. I'm gonna go to fucking InfoWars and I'm gonna find an article that talks about Hillary Clinton having Parkinson's. Because I know it's fucking on there. Where's InfoWars? I guess it's a good thing it's not on the front page anymore. Here we go. Alright, so Parkinson's confirmed. Exclusive report, Hillary Clinton has Parkinson's disease. Doctor confirms. How is this any fucking different than what Jimmy Dore is peddling? How is this any different at all? This is literally the exact same fucking thing that Jimmy Dore says. There's no comments, damn it. Yeah. So yeah, real big brained boy from the left, literally being like the exact same level of conspiracy peddler that fucking Alex Jones is. I mean, what's next? Is Jimmy Dore gonna start selling us fucking vitality supplements now to help us with erectile dysfunction? I mean, what the fuck, dude?